We have officially made it to the end. The last and final season of NBA 2K23 is here. We have finally made it to season 9. Of course, every time 2K adds a new season, they add a bunch of new drill moves, which I have tested. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best drill moves on NBA 2K23 for one last time. This is going to be my last drill moves video on 2K23. So if y'all don't get 2K24, or if you're just coming across this video like months later, I got y'all. I'm showing the best drill moves for every single build in the game. And at the end of the video, I'm even going to do a quick dribble tutorial. For those of you that don't have NBA 2K24 or want it for free, go to my Twitter right now at YT_solo and enter the giveaways. I'm running a giveaway every single day up until launch. And sub up, bro, because I heard that my subscribers have 2 times a chance of winning those Twitter giveaways. Every season, we rate the season rewards 1 to 10 in the comment section. So let me know what you guys are thinking. At the beginning of these levels, we don't have anything crazy. We do have a golf cart, which is the level 40 reward in season 1. If we keep scrolling, we have the flying magic carpet at level 15. Keep scrolling, we got the pocket bike. I'm just gonna scroll all the way to the end because basically they just recycled a bunch of old rewards, some level 40 rewards from past seasons, like the Jabberwockies, the glider, back into the season 9 rewards. Yo, 92% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you're one of those people, please click subscribe. We're on the road to 700k. We got a quick word from today's sponsor, and then we're jumping into the dribble moves. Today's sponsor is Underdog Fantasy, and I cannot tell you guys enough about how much fun I've been having on Underdog Fantasy. I love sports, I love fantasy, and I like picking my favorite players on Underdog Fantasy. You guys can see right here, the NFL preseason started up, so I've been making a lot of picks. You guys see, I came up $60 the other night when the Vikings and Seahawks played. I got a bunch of other picks for the games tonight. By the time you're seeing this, these games have already happened, so I'm gonna go through these real quick. If you guys wanna pause the video, you can check if any of these hit, because I'm sure they did. I'm just like that. You can do pick'ems on any sport and 20x your money with only 5 picks. So right now, MLB is very popular. They also have NFL season long picks up, and they just put these up. So before they start changing these lines, because let's say a lot of people start picking over on Luka, they're gonna increase that number if they see a lot of people picking that and they got the numbers wrong. So one that I like a lot is right here, Jason Tatum over 28.7 points per game. I feel like there's no way he goes under that number. So get on that while you can. And also they have a bunch of drafts on Underdog. This one is for 15 million. It's a fantasy football draft. I already have 10 teams in that. You could have 150. I have 10. And this is the key. You guys got to use code SOLO, because if you do, your first deposit will be doubled. You're basically getting free money. If you deposit $10, you'll have 20 on the app because they're going to double it. If you deposit 100, you'll have 200. Make sure to use code SOLO. And if you do, tweet at me. I'll follow you back. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, I'm now in the city, and before we jump into the drill moves, let me real quick show you guys my controller settings, because I get asked about this all the time. There's not too many things in here that matter when it comes to dribbling, but you guys can just copy this down. The ones that I will say, pro stick orientation, make sure this is on absolute, and I will scroll through all of these so you guys can copy these down if you'd like, but I don't really change most of them. Real quick, I want to show you my playmaking badges since we're talking about dribbling. All of the gold badges are like must needs for most builds. Unpluckable and quick first step for sure. Clamp breakers, a very good badge. Handles for days too. Put this on the max level possible. Killer combos is not good. Vice grip is a badge that's actually pretty solid, so you could use that if you can get it. And if you guys are on short builds, like I'd say 6'4", 6'3", or shorter, make sure you're using mismatch expert, because this badge is good, but the build that I'm on right now is 6'9", so there's no point in me using this. We now have the part of the video that a lot of you guys clicked on it for, and it is the drill moves. Now, these are not the best drill moves in the game. Anyone can pretty much figure this out. I have the basic SIGs on right now. I'm gonna go through each of these SIGs and tell you why you should be using each one, and I'm also gonna tell you which ones are really bad, because season 9 dropped a bunch of new SIGs. Some of them are just shit. We're gonna start it off with the dribble style. Hands down, best dribble style in the game is Michael Jordan. This goes for any build, and you can get it for all builds under 6'10". So if you're a dribbler, you're probably under 6'10", go with Michael Jordan. All you need too is a speed of ball of 75 plus. If you've watched my build videos all year, or anyone else's, you probably have a 75 plus speed of ball, because I mean, all the creators know about this dribble style and everybody uses Michael Jordan dribble style. So put this on. For the signature size ups, we actually have 3 new SIG size ups, starting off with Lonzo Ball here in season 9. Let's cut to the chase. This Lonzo Ball SIG size up is not that good. It seems pretty lengthy, like you're making very long movements. It can be somewhat glitchy, but overall I figured out that it's just pretty slow and like not really usable. The next signature size up that we have is Tim Hardaway, and you guys can see the requirements for all of these SIGs in the bottom left hand corner. So you guys can see you have to be under 6'5" in order to use this SIG. So you have to be on a shorter build. You also need an 80 plus ball handle. I tested this this out and it was actually surprisingly good. Like, this is a fast dribble move. It is definitely usable. If you guys are under 6'5", honestly, I recommend it. You could try it out. There is one that I would say it might be better, but both of these ones that I'm about to tell you about are kind of usable. The last season 9 dribble move they added is Jamal Murray, and this one is decently fast. It's usable, but I would say only for tall builds. But I don't know, bro. I think there's some other ones that are a little better, but this one is not terrible. So for my taller builds, the builds that are taller than 6'5", I was using Tracy McGrady pretty much all year, but a few seasons ago I switched to De'Aaron Fox. I think they dropped this in like the season 6 or season 5 or something like that update, and so I started using it then because I like this one a lot. So De'Aaron Fox is a 6 size up for tall builds. Now if you are a shorter build, the one that you are gonna want, where is it? Right here, Steve Francis. You got to be under 6'5", 85 plus ball handle, but this is for the smaller build. So a lot of shorter builds have an 85 plus ball handle. This is the quickest one in the game. All the comp guards use it. If you see players in the stage, they are most likely using Steve Francis. Next up, we have the size up escape packages, and oh my god, they have finally added it. The James Harden size up escape package. You guys can see season 9 release. It is finally here. Now this is a sig that I think was in the game last year, and I'm pretty sure I used it, but a lot of people, I heard Cole the Man, if you guys know him, Double H has talked about this, how they've been waiting for the James Harden size up escape package all year. I remember last season people were shocked that we didn't get it in season 8, and they finally added it to the game, but there's 27 days until 2K24 is coming out. So like, what are we doing here, 2K? This one makes no sense. I'm kind of going on a little tangent here, but in 2K24, I don't know how I feel about these seasonal dribble move releases. A lot of people on Twitter have been complaining and saying we should get all of them off rip. Now maybe if it's actual new ones, like maybe a rookie's dribble moves, you can add them in throughout the year, like ones that we've never had before. But dribble moves like this one that we used to get off rip, it doesn't really make too much sense to sprinkle them in throughout the year, and especially to give us this one of the best ones in the game with 27 days left. This is a glitchy size up escape. It has a crazy behind the back escape, and even the step back's pretty crazy. I'll show you guys it later in the dribble tutorial at the end of the video. I will be using this on my taller builds, you know, my 6'9s. If you're 6'7", even 6'6", I would recommend it. But if you guys are on shorter builds, I don't know, I like being quicker and just kind of more efficient on my smaller builds. Like the James Harden one is pretty glitchy, and that's what I'll use for my taller builds. But on the shorter ones, I'll probably go with something like John Wall, or if you guys want the Curry slide, you can use the Steph Curry size up escape package, but you do need a 92 plus ball handle. The new season 9 release moving crossover is Giannis Antetokounmpo, which you guys are probably thinking, bro, like, does Giannis ever even do crossovers in real life? I think I used to use this sig back in 2K21 current gen, so it's honestly pretty good. It's the same sig from back then, but with crossovers this year, I was using James Harden pretty much all year up until like season 8, season 7. The one that I came across kind of recently, like I always knew it was good, but I never wanted to like give in and start like hopping on the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying, is Russell Westbrook. So this is the sig that I'm using to end the year, and if you guys are still playing 2K23 even when 24 is out, Westbrook's the wave, and I'll show you how to use it later. It is so glitchy, so honestly, use Westbrook. I would say on all builds. If you want to try out Harden on the shorter builds, you can, but definitely on tall builds, use Russell Westbrook. There are no new moving behind the backs here in season 9 added into the game. I like the Curry behind the back. I don't know, a lot of people don't use it, but I like Curry if you can get it. You need a 92 plus ball handle, which is kind of crazy, but one that like everyone uses, and I'm pretty sure I use on this build, is Zach LaVine. I don't know why I said I'm pretty sure. I know that I use Zach LaVine moving behind the back on this build. So LaVine for tall builds, Curry for short builds if you can get it, but LaVine works for every build. For moving spins, we got no new moving spins added, and you guys can see I only bought 4 throughout the year, and the reason for that is because the basic moving spin has been the best spin since 2K19. So you guys want to keep this on. All the other ones do these crazy spins that are kind of out of control. Basic just literally is what it says. It's just a basic spin, and you want the best spin back in the game, put on basic. For the moving hesitations, we do have a new season 9 dribble move, which is John Wall, but if you guys been watching me for a minute, you know I don't use moving hesitations. They're very useless, pointless. Like if you're doing these in game, I don't know what to tell you. They're not really effective, so I just keep on normal. For moving step backs, we got no new dribble moves here in season 9, but the one that I've been using pretty much all year is the Luka Doncic moving step back. I'll show you how to do it at the end of the video, but this is the step back that will create the most space, and it'll do it the fastest, so make sure you have this on. Now I should not have to explain this, especially in August of 2K23, but if you guys are on next gen, you're in the city, you know, if you have the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, the PlayStation 5, and you're on this game that's in the city, click your right bumper on your controller and it'll show you where the nearest station is, and you guys are going to want to go right here on on the map, and then you can go to the Gatorade gym, which is right around the corner. This is how I practice dribbling, or you guys go to your prom courts. But the thing is, on next gen, there's no my court, so you can't dribble in there. On current gen, if you guys are on the goat boat, you know, the cruise ship, you can just find the elevator and go to your my court and practice dribbling in there. I gave you the dribble moves, but that's only half of the recipe. I gotta show you how to dribble with them. So what you want to do is go to the back of the Gatorade facility and reserve a court. Then it's gonna put you up these stairs, and a lot of you guys are gonna say, Solo, I already know about this, so why are you saying this? Like, bro, I'm explaining this for the beginners. I know there's a lot of beginners that watch my videos, so sub up if you're a beginner and this is helping you out and you never heard of this before. Also turn on noties because we got 2K24 news videos coming very soon, as soon as they start dropping stuff about the builder and the badges and all that type of stuff. And when we get on 2K24, I'm going crazy. So now that we are in our little reserved area, you want to press left bumper and then take out your ball, and bang, you can start dribbling. The first move that I want to show you guys is the Russell Westbrook crossover. So remember, you need on the Russell Westbrook crossover if you want to do this move. All you do is literally you just flick the stick. So you're gonna hold the right trigger, hold the sprint button, and then just flick up on the right stick, and it'll do this move. If you've been playing Park for a minute, you definitely have seen people do this move, and maybe you wanted to know how to do it. Literally that, it kind of looks like a combo, but literally all it is you're just flicking the stick upwards while holding the sprint button, just like that. A lot of the time, if there's a defender in front of you, it'll literally push you past your defender, and then you have an easy dunk just like that. But you could even combo with it. Like, you could do stuff like this, or something that I really like to do is that pullback move I just did, like this. Just like that, and I'll bring it right back, get an easy three because the defender thinks you're gonna rim run, and then bang, you're pulling it back, easy three. And you guys are probably saying, how do I do that pullback move? But that's simple. All you want to do, and I hold the sprint button for this, I don't think you have to though, I hold it. So I'm holding the trigger. You guys see the balls in my left hand with the left stick. I don't want to go straight down with it. I want to kind of favor that hand that I'm going to. So I'm going to put the ball into my right hand just like that. So with the left stick, favor the side you're going to. Go a little bit down, but to the right a little bit. Favor that hand. And then the right stick just goes up, and you do that at the same time. You just flick the sticks. You can spam it once you get it down. It's, you know, it'll maybe take you like 10 minutes or so. The next thing I'm going to show you, it is so simple, is the Lucas step back. When you're running, just flick down on the stick just like that. Flick down on the right stick, and again, make sure you're sprinting, so you got to be holding the trigger, and all you do is just flick down on the right stick. Everyone's been talking about the James Harden size up escape package, so let me show you it. If you just want to do the step back, it'll do that. So that's a step back that you might have seen in past 2Ks like last year, and that's why everyone is waiting, because bro, this and then this move, look at how far it flings you. Look at that. Oh my, like imagine you hit him with that and then bang. Oh my god, that creates so much space. Look at me comboing up, and then I just throw that in. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Now I know why so many people were waiting for it. Like, I honestly forgot about it, but I heard people talking about it pretty much every season because they've been waiting for it. And how you do these escapes is you just want to hold the right trigger, flick down on the right stick. It's basically just a step back, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go back, that's how you do it. Wait, actually, I don't think you need to hold it. Yeah, you don't need to hold the sprint button. You can just flick down on the right stick. For this one though, you do need to hold the sprint button, because if you just flick over, it's not going to give you the behind the back. And how I'm doing this is I'm just flicking diagonally down. So if I want to go behind the back to the left with the right stick, I'm going to go down, but a little bit to the left. So if imagine a clock, imagine your stick was a clock, I'm going to like 8 o'clock on the clock, or like 7:30. And then if I want to go to the right, I'm going to like 4:30 on the clock. That's where I'm flicking it. But I'm not getting the good animation, and that's because I'm not holding the sprint button. So if you hold the sprint button, bang, you get that little extra separation, and that move's crazy, bro. There's not a lot of moves that fling you as far as this one does. And look at it. If you do the Westbrook, which I taught you earlier, and hold on, I just messed it up. So let me bring it back up top. If you do the Westbrook and then the Harden escape, oh my god, like, bro, the combos you guys can create just start to get kind of crazy. And I'm honestly kind of mad they didn't add the Harden escape earlier in the year, because look at me, bro. Like, they just dropped this and I'm already moving like this, bro. Hey, if y'all are real and I helped you out in this video, sub up. Let's lock in for 24. I'm gonna be going crazy. And also, if you're real, you would click the video on your screen right now. Go ahead, click that video right there. Go ahead, watch it.